Alright, welcome! Today's episode of Andytdj Plays. I am Andy, here with The Witcher 3 in the lovely Toussant. I will be assuming the role and narrating the role of Geralt of Rivia. So today, what I must do involves visiting my newly acquired home. But first, I must pay a visit to Guillaume. And if we check in our character log, Guillaume de L'Omfel was the very model of a knight-errant, the placard boy for Toussant, if you will. When Geralt first met the young man, he was valiantly tilting at a windmill, which, to be fair, turned out to be hiding a ferocious giant. So this is the guy we fought at the beginning. Or if we fought with at the beginning. Let's get Roach over here and we'll go visit him at the medic's tent after we saved his ass in the tourney a few days back. Look at the lovely blue mountains. The Great Lakes. I'm stuck in the palace here. Okay, we'll take a left and then head north. Enjoy the beautiful surroundings. The immersion that this game provides is beyond anything. I've got to visit this poor sap. This guy's a total scrub.
Witcher, I have a matter of prime urgency and import. I must speak to you.
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay,
Oh.
lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty, and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivian shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivian emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home.
How convenient.
She consented. At first, All augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
What else?
notice any other strange behavior, additional symptoms?
No, Vivian's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that. Sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Tell me more about Vivian. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivian spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivian, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
I'm interested in this tourney.
How's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and the most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize. And more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marksmanship and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivian. Hardly a regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I'm no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand?
500. Let's talk more in the neighborhood of 650.
Vivian is worth every copper, but this amount I simply do not have.
Well, okay.
You ask too much.
Chill, dude. What if we bring it down to like a nice 600?
Vivian is worth every copper, but this amount I simply do not have.
You cheap bastard.
You ask too much.
Fine. Give me bonus rate of 50, and we'll call it a day. But that's my final offer.
The matter is of grave importance to me, yet you clearly jest, continue to mock. We shall reach no agreement this way.
Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivian.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Marksmanship. Feel I need to do some shooting.
Come with me. The marksmanship contest shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins,
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning entirely.
The North must be a terribly barbaric land.
Hit the red targets!
The noises at the cemetery. It speaks, ripping caskets from the ground, I'm sure. You only killed them at night.
Yes, yes, of course. Oh.
Once more?
Glad they give it another try.
Clouds fall upon it from the sky.
Once more?
Done enough shooting.
Where to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you, I would train on the race course ahead of all else.
Let's do some riding. Roach will like that.
Excellent idea!
The noises at the cemetery.
Come with me.
Speaks, ripping caskets from the ground, I'm sure.
The tourney's race differs from others you might have taken part in. You shall not ride against any opponent.
How's it a race at all, then?
It's a race against time. The true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training